Should you buy the new AirPods Pro 3? Apple introduced the new AirPods Pro 3 and they made some pretty big claims. They now start at the same price as the previous generation of AirPods Pro 2. They start at $249. And I think plenty of people are wondering, should you buy this new model? Should you even update from the AirPods Pro 2 to the 3? And I'm here to help you make a good and informed decision whether you should update, whether you should buy these new models. And there are actually four main things we need to cover. And before mentioning these, let's get some standard information out of the way. So yeah, the new AirPods Pro 3 have a bit better battery life. We now get 8 hours of ANC compared to 6 hours of ANC compared to the previous generation of AirPods Pro. They are IP57 resistant. So yeah, a bit better resistance against water, for example, and splashes. Interesting, but not the most interesting if you ask me. And also we now have a U2 chip or ultra wideband second generation, which increases the precision finding to 200 feet or 60 meters. So this is a significant improvement in order to track your device, and also the speaker is louder. So when you're searching for your AirPods Pro, you now hear them better. Oh, also important to note is that there's no charging cable included inside of the box. Something to think about. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the interesting four things. And obviously we need to start with the new health feature. So now we get heart rate sensors inside of the earbuds. So yeah, obviously this is great for when you're doing your workout and you don't have your Apple Watch with you. You get your heart rhythm through your AirPods. Funny enough, this is actually the less interesting feature of the four, and that brings me actually to the second one. I experienced this for myself, and I really didn't think that the AirPods Pro 3 would be that much better compared to the AirPods Pro 2, but I have to say it's truly impressive. The audio quality is significantly better, and solely for this reason I recommend people to upgrade to the AirPods Pro 3 if you're coming even from the 2, and we're not even talking about ANC yet. But yes, the audio quality is significantly better. The lows are really crisp. The bass is really enriched. It's significantly better. It's deeper. It's richer. You really hear this. So for reference, I had the demo where I listened to the F1 track from Apple. After listening to the AirPods Pro 3, I went to my AirPods Pro 2. I just compared the both. It's a really significant difference. Also, what's crazy and not many people are talking about this is that your AirPods Pro 3 will recognize your audio experience, so the volume and your ear geometry. Based on these parameters, improve your personal listening experience. This is something that will grow over time. Pretty crazy if you ask me. The AirPods Pro 3 just grow or learn from you, and that significantly improves your audio experience. So yeah, not only on the audio slash sound front, but also on the ANC. And Apple claims that these are the best ANC headphones on the world right now, and I have to agree. The ANC on these AirPods Pro are incredible. And I don't only think this has to do with the maybe integrated software updates, but a lot has to do with the design. We have new silicone ear tips with 5 different sizes, and there is foam infused inside of these new ear tips, giving a better seal, helping to block more of that outside noise. Also, the new design, which we will cover next, really helps with this improved ANC experience. Apple says it's 2 times better than the previous generation of AirPods Pro. But honestly, with these improvements on the software and hardware side of things, this is just a crazy experience. I was in a loud environment, a lot of people talking, and then I put these on and it was just complete silence. Even those high and mid tones were fully cut off. It was absolutely a game changer. And if that's something you value a lot, the ANC, then this might be another second big reason to upgrade to the new AirPods Pro 3. So now let's briefly cover the design, because I think the design is playing a major role in these improvements with regards to sound and ANC. The ear tips now fit a bit better. The angle is a bit more comforting. And there's also a new multi-port architecture. And what this basically means is that the airflow is better inside of the AirPods. This together with with bigger microphones, with bigger design. And this new acoustic architecture really helps increasing the audio quality and the ANC. Then talking about ANC, we also need to talk obviously about transparency. Part of ANC, I call this the extra AirPods features. And the transparency mode is really good. You really have the idea that your AirPods are not in your ear. All the time when you're talking, you're grabbing your ears and thinking like, am I wearing these? Yes or no? At least that was my experience when I was talking with somebody with transparency mode on. It's almost like you're not wearing AirPods Pro when talking with these in. And that brings me actually to the next, I think, killer feature of these new AirPods Pro 3, live translation. Just for context, live translation is also available on AirPods Pro 2, but I think it's made for AirPods Pro 3. Really, when we look at this transparency mode, which is significantly better in my opinion on the AirPods Pro 3 compared to the AirPods Pro 2. As it says, live translation basically allows you to translate a live conversation in another language. Let's say I wear AirPods Pro 3 and you wear AirPods Pro 2 or 3, and I'm talking in English and you have it set to translating to another language, let's say Spanish or Francais, French. Then I can talk in English and then you will hear it in your native language, in French or in Spanish. When you talk Spanish back or French, it's getting translated to English for me. That's one way this works. The other way is when another person is not wearing AirPods Pro, but I'm wearing them, I can talk in English, for example, and then have my iPhone near me and show the transcription to you in your language. So I talk English and you receive the text then on my iPhone in Spanish or French or another language. And when you talk back in Spanish, for example, or French, then it's getting translated to me in English. I think this is going to significantly reduce the barrier with regards to communication. It's just way more standard now to wear AirPods Pro because they now also function as hearing aids. So it's just normal when you talk with somebody that has AirPods Pro 2 or 3 in their ears. You're not bothered by them. I think this feature is an absolute game changer for that. Oh, and important to note, if you're living in Europe right now, we don't have access to this feature yet. However, I spoke to some people from Apple and they're saying it's getting really close. It might be just a matter of time, maybe around 6 months, maybe in April we'll get live translation also in Europe on the AirPods Pro 2 and 3. My verdict here, should you update and buy the new AirPods Pro 3? 100%. Even if you're coming from AirPods Pro 2, I believe this is a significant update and worth every single penny if you ask me. I use my AirPods Pro 2 every single day and this is not going to change with the AirPods Pro 3. The improvements in sound, in audio, in ANC are absolute game changers for me. That's what I use my AirPods Pro most of the time for. The heart rate sensor is nice, is fun. For me right now, nothing that I would say is that significant to justify a change. The live translation, it's just the beginning and I think this is going to get better and going to expand in the coming years. Yeah, for me, the two main reasons to update to the AirPods Pro 3 is audio and ANC. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the new AirPods Pro 3? Are you going to update? Share that in the comments with me. Also make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, like this video, and stay tuned for plenty more Apple videos, and see you in the next one. Peace.